Welcome back. Have this big ceiling above me here to do. Have a bit of work already done, but the whole area is a wee bit messy. I think I'll be able to get around these installations that are here, but I'm not sure about the plasterboard. I'll be using out of that plasterboard anyway, so that'll be getting smaller, and these plasterboards. But first things first, so I need to do a bit of a tidy up, because I'll just show you around the room here. As you can see, I was making this for the sister, so there is a bit of a mess from that. I just need to get it maybe over tight out of the wall, but I still have my making good stuff, bowls and things over here, so need to get all of that gathered up, and just a general bit of a tidy up before I really tackle into this ceiling. But on that note, guys, I have some pipes up in the rafters that need insulating, so I'm gonna have to lag them before I actually board. So I think the first thing I'll do a general quick tidy up here. Then I will organise them timbers over to one side maybe, so I can work around them, so that they're not in the way and I can trip over them. And then once I do eventually get to the boarding side of things, I can move them over to the side, so they're underneath the ceiling that's done. These lasts do have to go upstairs, but I don't want to bring them upstairs until I get all of upstairs floored as of yet. So yeah, quite a bit to do. Don't have much time today, so even honestly, if I just get a bit of a tidy up done and I get those pipes lagged, I'll probably be pretty happy at that, because then that means next time I'm out I can just start boarding. The other thing I do have to note is there's some floor down here already, so some of it I might have to insulate from below, and it's just that nice stuff and insulation, but it has to be done. I think overall I'm supposed to be putting in 200mm. I'll definitely put in 200mm these areas, but the fact that I'm insulating the actual roof up there, as you can see, the fact that I'm actually insulating that, to me, you know, if I'm going to insulate the whole roof, to me that means that we don't have to panic too much about, you know, actually insulating there, but I probably will put in 200mm in the middles anyway, because I'm going to put in soundproofing one as well. Right guys, so got the floor all organised. Do need to move them shortly, but technically that's me ready to board, but I just need to start insulating some pipes. I'm going to put some lagging on those white water pipes for the rads up above. I think there's some over here too. Yeah, so just there, that one and that one. And then once I get further down the line, I will be doing these ones. I already started them and got bored one day, so basically I didn't finish. But yeah, I will carry on here. I'm going to get these insulated now, and I'm going to get these ones insulated. I'm just going to concentrate on the kitchen, because if I do that, it means I can pardon me, bit of dust there. I had a mask on when I was brushing it, so don't worry guys, the lungs aren't too bad. But yeah, I'm going to concentrate on getting in here organised so this whole ceiling can be boarded, because if you do look, it is quite a ceiling, guys. You know, it's quite a run all the way across and out. So it's definitely quite a big ceiling, and put a wee bit more insulation up in that cavity. It's like a fire block insulation, which was, believe it or not, in a skip. So took it out of the skip, brand new. Obviously they were ordered and just threw it out. But yeah, I have that bit done in a previous video. I have my grounds in here. That's a timber. You might not be able to make it out too well, but it's glued up. A wee bit of weight there, it's glued up pretty well, so it should catch my first board. What I do have to remember is to try and come out 5-6 mil all the way along this edge, and what that will do is that will allow me to get a nice render coat and a bead on, so that when I come to skim the ceiling right through, it'll be a nice edge there. I also probably will, I think this is pretty plumb, this far joist, so I will eyeball it off. It's not far away, but I'll just make sure it looks nice and straight from the brown plasterboard corner when I'm plastering to this corner, because that's something, guys, that would really draw my eye. So that's something, and I think I have a wee visitor coming in here. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the cleaning for now, start insulating that. If I get a board or two up, I'll be over the moon. Probably won't, I'm running out of time, but if I do, I do. Right guys, so there we are, all covered. Bit awkward, still a few wee tiny gaps, but I intend putting rock wool up in there, and just to have it doubly insulated. But obviously there was 200 mil to go in here anyway, but I might actually put more along the edges where the pipes are, just to try and keep the heat in. So next, that's actually that room done and that room done. So next we're over here. I'll do these ones, that one and that one, and then I think I'm probably out of insulation by that stage. Let's see, I have like 5 pieces left, so yeah, 4 maybe, 4 more pieces left, 5 actually. So whatever this does, I'll have to make sure that it's going to be something that's encased. There's more pipes going all the way along the top of the rafters, but all them ones there, they can all be insulated anyway, so don't need to worry. Right guys, so that's me out of time here, but I did get done what I sort of wanted done. I cleared up, got all the insulation done, just show you this here now. So that's that pipe lagged and the other one lagged. I actually clipped all these ones up. I think on the far end I didn't clip anything up. I think I actually forgot that I had cable ties, so unfortunately, but I probably can get a couple of clips on it from up above anyway. I actually more or less did these ones in here. They were, so yeah, these ones were more or less done from above. I was able to get up and clip them on from above the rafter there, the timber. So yeah guys, watch my foot here. So yeah, that's a lot of sort of stuff you don't see done, and now that means that I'm free, that I can really just motor on now with this ceiling. I don't think there's anything stopping me now, bar maybe just this one track just there, that sort of cross you see, that needs a track. Don't need a box, that's just my level where I'm stopping, so just track down. And then I think the idea is we'll just make a wee chimney here, and then we'll just run the pipe out. The only other thing is I have to be very careful with the drill. We're going to have to keep tight to the wall or that side, otherwise we'll be through the wall plate strap there. But besides from that, I think we're ready to go. There is one more track to do, I think, just from there to here. I'm going to track that for another socket. As we had a guy out who was just sort of, he's going to price up the kitchen, and he was running around some really good ideas of what to do. Again, the sisters thing there, the background, that'll be a different video, or you may not already seen it, just depends. But I need to get another, I'll probably get another 40 of them pipe lagging to finish everything, because I have a lot of pipes there to lag before I insulate. So yeah, not too bad guys, a lot of prep done, but look at the floor. It just shows you it's much cleaner now. We can get the plasterboard left in and move it about. Once I take these insulations all the way, I'll have a lot of room to get up up here. I'm not too worried then. I will probably start using off these as well to shrink that pile. Again, I think I have insulation in here, or sorry, plasterboard in here for this ceiling. Yeah, so I have plasterboard in here for that. But in here it's going to take a bit more because we're doing something extra with that ceiling, a wee bit different than the rest. But yeah, guys, I don't know whether you'll see this in conjunction with, you know, me actually boarding it a different day. Tomorrow, this is a weekend. Most of the time I work out here is weekends or days that I'm not working due to wet days, but we seem to have a lot of site work on at the minute. So getting time to work on my own house is pretty difficult at the minute. So yeah, but again, so don't know if I'll be able to keep all these videos nice and tidy from the time that I get them edited and the time that I actually get them uploaded to yourselves, guys. But if I do, great. If I don't, you'll still see them, and I'll try and keep it in pattern as, you know, as things are progressing. For instance, I know I did record myself doing a video on putting these pipes weren't actually all clipped in, and I put the clips in, and then I regretted it because I have to now lag it, and I'm working around clips, and it's more difficult. But these things happen. I'm not too worried, guys. I got it lagged anyway. Everything important's lagged that I can't get access after I close in the ceiling, close in the floor up above and insulate and stuff. Once I do that, I can't get access anymore, so now is the time to really do all the thinking. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress. Bit slower than I would want, but at the same time, I always seem to aim too high up. Maybe not too high up, but I usually do seem to aim myself big targets. Probably unrealistic targets, but who cares? You know. At the same time, we're in no major rush, but coming into the better weather now, you can hear the birds chirping. This is the best day we've had in a long time. It's still a bit fresh, but it's nice, sunny, it's dry, you know. It is good weather for plastering outside, and here's me inside. So maybe next time, you know, I might decide to start doing some sand cement work outside, other than plasterboarding in here. But again, like I say, you'll get to see them. Sure, some of you are following. Maybe some of you are very new. That's okay as well. You can go back and have me look at them. I do tend to have categories on the channel, playlists that you can get a good look on. So if you ever feel like you missed a stage, you can drop it in the comments and ask, and I might be able to find it and get this back if you're wanting to watch every stage.
Echoes in eternity.
Like and subscribe to Rack Plastering.